Hello everyone, we are meeting again in Unit 10, where on Earth you may refer this in your textbook English download from 5. Today we are going to do a writing skills. You are with me today with Mr. AZIZUL HELMI bin Abu Bakar from SMK DATO SAGOR LANGKAP. The lesson objectives for today are: by the end of the lesson, pupils will be able to explain the main points for or against an idea in an essay of about 180 words, and organize, sequence, and develop ideas within a text of several paragraphs on familiar topics using linking words and examples to justify the main points. Okay, so we are going to learn step by step until you reach the end, yeah? So let us recap what we have learned in the previous lesson. Okay, we have done reading previously on the UNESCO World Heritage Site, remember? We also have done listening skills where we discover the uh, baby practices, okay, the baby box, and also speaking recently. Okay, in speaking, we have traveled to Heathrow Airport where your friend would like to ask for some suggestion and advice on what to do during the summer vacation. So do you still remember about that? So this week you have reached in London. So you are about to enter a new university in London. So let's check it out. Okay, for essay, remember, short sentences are easy for the reader to follow. Good writing, however, normally has a mixture of both short and longer sentences so that the reader isn't interrupted too often by full stops. Okay, when you write too short, the reader will be interrupted by the amount of full stops. So when they read like a few words, then full stop, and then the clarity of your essay would hinder in that sense, yeah? So you need to be able to have a mixture of short and longer sentences so that your essay would look nice and pleasant for the reader to go through. And also, longer sentences usually contain more than one idea. So you need to be able to use words and phrases to link them together. So you need to use the conjunction, the linking words and all, okay, to combine all the points together. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, I am going to introduce you with linking words. These are some instances of linking words. For example, furthermore, all in all, after, but, because, in spite of, and also. For the first activity for today, I want you can either type the URL or you can just scan the QR code provided. I have provided you with a Kahoot quiz, okay, Kahoot game. So from there, you will know and you will be familiar with all the linking words. Okay, there are some questions there. It will take you like around, for example, 5 to 10 minutes to do it. It is a very simple question. Yeah, I hope you would try. Okay, so today, this is a sample question. Okay, today we are going to write an essay. This will be an exemplar for you to guide you on how to develop your essay later on. Okay, let's read the situation. The City Times, more school exchange visits. An increasing number of school head teachers are organizing exchange visits with schools in other countries. Teachers say that students who stay for a week with, for instance, a Dutch family in the Netherlands are able to learn more about a different culture and language than they can from books. So what do you think? Do you agree with this statement? You can learn more when staying with another family in another country rather than just reading merely reads from books. Will you agree to that? Okay, perhaps if you ask me, I would say I agree to it because you can learn firsthand. Okay, you can experience firsthand how they behave, how their life would be, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's read further. Yeah. So, do you think staying in another country and experiencing its language and culture adds to a young person's education? Why or why not? Provide specific reasons to support your opinion. Now that you have read the question, there are two samples of introductory paragraph as for introduction, and you need to read these opening paragraphs, which one correctly answers the task question. Okay? Sample 1, in my opinion, going to school for a while in a foreign country would not help educate young person. It would be better to stay in your own school as understanding a new language and making friends would be very difficult. Okay? Sample 2, maps and books can tell us a lot about the world, but they can never replace actually being in other countries. I think that experiencing other cultures opens young people's mind to new ideas. For this kind of paragraph, you need to state your point of view. You need to state your stand. Okay, whether you agree to it or you disagree to it. So which opening paragraphs would you think better as the introductory paragraph for this question? Okay, is it sample 1 or sample 2? So it for sample 2. Okay, maps and books can tell us a lot about the world, but they can never replace actually being there. Okay, I think that experiencing other cultures opens young people's mind to new ideas. Why I said sample 2 is better? Because the second opening paragraph is correct. The writer's opinion is that experiencing other cultures opens young people's mind to new ideas. Okay, this would be the writer's stand for this kind of situation. So the first one would be a general statement to hook the reader. Maps and book can tell us a lot about the world, but they can never replace actually being in other countries. So that is a general statement. Okay, the second sentence would be the stand, the opinion of the writer. I think. Okay, the writer started off it with I think. Okay, I think, and then continues with his or her opinion. This is how you have to write in your essay later on. Yeah, you need to clearly tell your stand. Number one. Number two, the writer here stated, okay, other cultures open young people's mind to new ideas. So we know the following paragraph, paragraph 2, 3, and so on and so forth, would tell us how does this experience actually open young people's mind. Okay, so here is the thesis statement for the paragraph. Okay. So, read the rest of the essay. First of all, living with a family in another country gives you a chance to understand and appreciate a different way of life, as well as learning about everyday things such as what and how people eat. Students also experience things they might never see or hear in their own country. The way parents and children behave with each other, for instance, could be very different. Okay, can you see the connection? The two ideas are being connected with the linkers. Okay, for instance, to show examples, okay, as well as, and so on and so forth. Moreover, although young people cannot be expected to learn another language in a few weeks, they are bound to absorb some of it during their stay, for example, by watching television or looking at the street signs. To sum up, so this would be the conclusion. To sum up, living in another country is a very real way for students to learn about the world. This New knowledge will not only enrich their own lives, but also the life of the people they share it when they return home. So when you have experienced the culture there, you can bring that home and you can share it with your own family or with your own neighborhood, with your own community. Okay, this is what the writer meant. Okay, now let us move on to the next part. Okay, we are still at the sample paragraph. I want you to underline the specific reasons the writer gives to support his or her opinion. Is there any specific reasons? Okay, here specific reasons means the main point to further elaborate the thesis statement just now. Okay, which one? Yes, gives you a chance to understand and appreciate a different way of life. That is how the writer developed his or her essay. And another one, they are bound to absorb some of it during their stay. Okay, these would be the main ideas. Okay, and how about the linking words? Is there any linking word used? Very good, as well as, okay, that links together the idea as well as learning about everyday things such as what and how people eat. So you want to say you can learn about everyday things and student also experience things they might never see or hear. Okay, instead of using and, the writer used as well as. Is there any other linking word? Yes, although, okay, although young people cannot be expected to learn another language in a few weeks, although, okay, and also, last but not least, but also, yeah, this new knowledge will not only enrich their own lives, but also, okay, but also, very good. How about the transition from paragraphs to paragraph? How does the writer put or connect each paragraph? Okay, let's see. The writer used, first of all, moreover, and also at the end of the paragraph, towards the end of the conclusion, the writer used to sum up. Very good. Now, we can test your understanding. Okay, read the short text and on studying abroad and fill in the blanks with the correct linkers. So you have been exposed to linkers and you have been exposed to giving giving opinion for or against. So now we can apply that in the next activity. Okay, studying in another country after leaving school can be a challenge for your people, for young people. They are probably leaving home for the first time, which can be difficult. They may have to study in another language. Once young people start adapting their new cultural environment, they will begin to make friends. The new country will offer many exciting new experiences. It can be hard to budget on a student income. Students sometimes need to find part-time jobs. Leaving home to study abroad teaches young people a lot about life as well as about their chosen subject at college or university. Okay, what you have to do is you have to fill in the linkers in the blanks provided. Yeah, and by the way, the answers can be more than one. Okay, I will allow you sometimes to write the answers. Read carefully. Make sure you use it correctly. For example, all in all, usually we use it at the end of the paragraph to sum up or at the concluding paragraph. Okay. Okay, let's check the answer together. Okay. Studying in another country after leaving school can be a challenge for young people. They are probably leaving home for the first time, which can be difficult. In addition, or furthermore, they may have to study in another language. You can use either one. Okay, I have provided two answers, but either one will do. Don't put both at the same time, yeah? Okay, let's check number 2. On the other hand, or however, on the other hand is used when you want to transit from one point, from a positive point to another negative point. So a transition of two opposing points, yeah? On the other hand, once young people start adapting to their new culture environment, they will begin to make friends. In addition, okay, to add more to the points, or furthermore, the new country will offer many exciting new experience. Okay, number 4. On the other hand, or however, it can be hard to budget on a student income. Consequently, as a result, okay, consequently is similar to as a result. Okay, students sometimes need to find part-time jobs. Okay, and all in all, leaving home to study abroad teaches young people a lot about life as well as about their chosen subject at college or university. Very good. Now, I think you are ready. Okay, you are ready for the writing task. Okay, you are, it seems very confident, and I am very confident that you have what it takes to proceed with the writing task. Okay, this would be the question. Do you think that young people should leave home when they start working and learn to become independent of their families? Why or why not? Explain your opinion, giving specific reasons to support your idea. So the question here is, do you think that young people should leave home? Should young people leave home when they start working and learn to become independent of their family? Should young people leave home or stay with the family? Okay, what is your opinion? When you have finished your studies, you have finished your SPM, you have finished with your bachelor degree and all, should you stay with your family or you should live away from your family so that you can be independent? So what is your opinion here? To help you, this will be the plan for the paragraph. Paragraph 1, introduce the topic and your opinion. In paragraph 1, you have to tell the reader that the topic for the day is, should young people leave home when they start working, or should they stay with their families? And also, what is your opinion? Like I said earlier, you need to state your opinion clearly. Yeah? Paragraph 2 and 3, you can use to support your opinion with reasons and example. If you support for the notion, then you have to give example or points to support. If you against the notion, okay, you have to give points and reasons why you are against it. And last but not least, paragraph 4, summarize your opinion on the task question and add a comment at the end of the paragraph. Yeah. So this will be the language bank to help you. Okay, you can use words like for living alone, it can be you can be self-sufficient, capable, learning life skills, independence, responsible, being able to look after yourself, and until making your own rules. Or you can use living at home, protected environment, safe, dependence. Okay, you are depending on your family. Appreciate family life, communal lifestyle, loving and sharing. So you can use this in your AC later on. Okay, let's recap on what we have learned today. I have showed you the linking words. Okay, remember the Kahoot game. Okay, good essay should have both short and long sentences, not only one type of sentence, which is the short one. I am sure the short sentence is easier for you because it will reduce the amount of grammatical errors, but try to apply both. Try to use both type of sentences in your essay, yeah? And also new vocabularies. Okay, very good. Now, I think you are ready to move into tutorials, and let's meet up in the tutorials and discuss on how to go about for the essay.